How you doing? This is Dan McDonald, and you know me as the Life Regenerator on YouTube. I'm on the island of Kauai. I'm with my friend Jude.
Oh, really?
And it's kind of an interesting story how things flow out here on the island and magnetize. But when I first got to the island here, I was at Kauai'S, the little market, and there was these pineapples and there was some samples. And Mama Taffy told me about the Sugarloaf, and I'd never had one. Well, I tried it and it's like, whew. So I spent a big stack of money on these pineapples, you know, and I'm like, I'm taking some of these home because I really value them. Well, today Jude was showing us some rental properties, and it's like, you the pineapple lady? It's just, it all connects in. So these are the Sugarloaf pineapples, and I'm gonna make a video and have Jude tell us about these pineapples, which are the only ones that, you know, the ones every great once in a while, you can find one of the yellow ones that's decent, maybe-ish, like 1 out of every 10. Otherwise, you got to put it in a smoothie and cover it over with bananas and put greens in it to cover over the acid. Well, these are a different story. These are alkalinizing.
Yeah, these are low acid pineapples. Some people call them no acid, but that's not true. It's just a low acid, but they're a truly low acid. These are the pineapples that the term low acid and pineapple came together with like 40 years ago. And the big yellow pineapple people kind of stole the combination of words because low acid sells. And they've tried to breed through their, you know, human breeding techniques, some of the yellow pineapples to be a lower acid. And they have succeeded a bit, but Mother Nature is such a better breeder than we're ever going to be. And that's a good thing. And so these are truly a low acid pineapple. They were discovered in the fields of Lanai back in the early 1900s. The big companies weren't interested in them.
Harder to grow?
No, they weren't interested in them for 3 reasons. One, they were white. They were barely teaching people how to eat yellow pineapple by then in 1910. The second reason is that the flesh is so much creamier and so much softer. It doesn't have the strings that yellow pineapple has. That back then they didn't have the speed with which to ship fresh fruit, so they were canning it. And to can something, you have to heat pasteurize it, and the heat pasteurizing would turn this pineapple flesh to mush, so it wouldn't be very palatable.
Right.
And the third reason they weren't interested in them is that they can't be manhandled. You can't pour them out of the back of pickups trucks, they'll bruise. And so we actually walk through our field every 2 days. We hand select everything. If we drop it even from there, like 3 inches, it's done. It's smoothie material. And because they're that soft.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, it sounds good to me too.
Can you drop one now?
Yeah, we're going to drop one now. I want to show you what a real one looks like. This pineapple here is just about ripe and ready to eat. A Sugarloaf pineapple can't have a gold skin all the way like you expect yellow pineapple to be, because it'd be rotten inside. So what you're looking for in a perfectly ripe Sugarloaf is you're looking for a yellow dot, just like that, in the eye. That's called the eye. And you're looking for that yellow dot to be running from the bottom all the way up the top. So
that one looks decent.
This yellow dot's a little smaller up here than it is here. So we're going to give it another day or two for this eye to get as yellow as that eye, because we're fanatics about having them perfect. And but I found a little one over here that does have some natural kind of, in the wintertime sometimes we have things that happen because it gets so much water. But so yeah, so what we're looking for is yellow dot, right? It's a lot easier to ripen a little pineapple than it is a big one. And we'll cut right here in the dirt as we can. And what's really nice about Sugarloaf pineapple is, although the core is edible on any pineapple, it's not very tasty on yellow pineapple because it's very woody and stringy. But on Sugarloaf pineapple, it's sweet and creamy, not woody or stringy at all. So we're just gonna mind my hands here.
Wow. I know what that is. So good.
A little red dirt all over us, never hurt anything, right?
Nope. I'll eat Sugarloaf with a little red dirt on it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna bite right into the core.
You could be my taste tester. Isn't that any good?
So good. It's like buttery sugar.
This dog is the best taster of pineapple. If you give her a piece that's not sweet, she won't eat it. Want some? Panda. You're good? Right in. And so Sugarloaf pineapple obviously is a white flesh. Completely white. That's natural. And you can tell when a pineapple's ripe as this part here is called the eye, and it should be swollen looking. If you look at a lot of yellow pineapples in the store sometime, they're pointy. The eyes are pointy. And farmers joke about that. They go, oh yeah, they're selling pointy-eyed pineapple. And it just means that it didn't get fully developed yet.
And this, and all these along here, are these all the pineapple fields here?
Yeah,
oh, of course.
We have over 140,000 plants in the ground. I can't feed the videographer because he's got his hands full. Here, Panda. The dog likes it though. Good stuff, huh, Jack? Huh, Dan?
Oh, I love it. It's amazing.
Pretty good stuff.
For real. Well,
juicy too.
If you ever get a chance to get a Sugarloaf,
you can get them in a few places on Kauai. You can get them from me at the farmers market in Kukui'ula, which is in Poipu, at the college community one on Saturday, and and at Papaia's health food store. Panda. He's going to take that home.
And a few more. If
Banana Joe's fruit stand in Kauai.
Got some.
Good stuff. We're going to find, here we go.
Next level.
Here's a perfect one for you to take home.
Is it? Wow.
Well, actually, I'm going to...
The ones I got were just monsters, though.
Yeah, we had some big ones. You just kind of have to...
I will spare no expense for these.
When you pick them, there's usually a few ants running around the bottom. Actually, they all just ran off, but because this is actually, like if you tasted that, it would very often be sweet.
Oh yeah, the stem?
Yeah. Like you break the top off. The top of any fruit is all sugar sinks to the bottom because it's heavier than water. Natural sugar. So all fruits, the way they hang from the tree, you don't notice it in an apple or an orange because... What are you doing here?
We're gonna fix that. We're gonna fix something real quick.
That's Jake who's gonna inherit the farm and doesn't know it.
I won't say anything.
Got a smile that'll melt ice.
Yeah. Wow.
Good boy.
Is there any? You're gonna.
Yeah. So.
This is for me.
How many do you want?
We'll take a few, 2 or 3. Yeah.
Let's find some other ripe ones. And so we have over 150,000 pineapple head.
Wow.
150,000 plants in the ground.
How many?
150,000.
150,000 pineapple plants. And then what happens when you pick it? Does another one grow?
No. Oh, but here, Zach, get this. Here's a perfect example of how pineapple propagates. There's no seeds in pineapple, although these little things were flowers. They're purple, they're beautiful. We'll try to get a video of that for you because it'll blow you away how gorgeous these are when they're in the flower stage. But what happens is, the only natural pollinator for pineapple is a hummingbird. And hummingbirds are forbidden into the state of Hawaii because it used to be such a big pineapple growing state. And seeds inside a pineapple would just destroy the whole experience. So they don't allow hummingbirds. But every once in a while, Mother Nature has her way, and a bee can get in there, and you'll find a little seed. It's about the size of a sesame seed. It's brown, black.
Yeah, I've seen that before.
Yeah, yes, it's rare, but it happens, and that's a good thing. So this top here, as
Did you get that
where's that one I just broke off? Right here.
down in there?
So the the way you can plant pineapple is you can break the top off, and can't quite see them there, but those are little roots starting. And so you can break the top off and you peel the leaves back to get a nice pointy thing that you can stick in the ground. And those are roots right there starting. Let me get a little bit of a pointer stick. That's a root right there starting.
Cool.
And so you can put these in the ground. And the other thing you can do is the plant, it takes 18 to 24 months to produce this fruit. The size of the fruit that you get is directly correlated 1-to-1 with the weight of the plant when it sets fruit. If we went back and looked at that plant that I picked that little one off of, you'd see that it was a smaller plant. That the base of it was much thinner. So this pineapple probably weighs about 6 pounds. So if we dug this plant up and weighed it, it'd probably weigh 6 pounds. Almost exactly the weight of the plant when it sets fruit is exactly the weight of the pineapple. It's an amazing correlation. So after the pineapple, the 18 to 24 months, we get the first fruit. The pineapple plant produces something called a sucker, which is this right here. And it's growing up out of the side of in the center of the main plant. That can be left on the plant, and it's called a ratoon crop. And that will produce another pineapple in 14 to 16 months. The plant will usually produce more than one of those, and so you get one pineapple fruit from the first crop, which is called a fruit crop. From the second crop, the ratoon crop, you might get 2, you might even get 3. A lot of commercial farmers don't grow past the second ratoon crop because there's so many pineapples growing. They tend to get smaller because you can't get them fed. They're side shoots off the main plant, so they're trying to detach the whole time, and you're stepping on more than you're picking. It just becomes problematic. So what we do is we dig these out with a kind of like a fillet knife almost, and it's kind of dangerous operation. We dig those out and replant them, and you can see in this plant too, this has already been harvested. That's where the pineapple was. This is a this is a sucker, this is a sucker, and this here, these other things that look like mini pineapple plants are called slips. And they grow off of the peduncle, which is this round stem that the pineapple is harvested from. And these snap right off, and they go in the ground, and in 2 years, there'll be a pineapple plant as well.
Epic.
So there's 3 types of plant material: the crown, the slip, and the sucker.
Okay.
And,
Dang.
okay, there's 2. Did you say you wanted 3 or 2 enough?
I think I'll take 3 of them.
Okay.
I don't know, that one for some reason looks like it's really vibrant.
That's why we're not hiring you today.
Because that's not ready.
Nope, the reason why, but he points out a good point. To the uninitiated, that looks like it's ripe. And the reason why it's not is that coloring right there is because the bag blew off and it got a little sunburn. You can see how it's leaning. Because you can see that this purplish red, that's from the sun. And if you were to look down here, it's got some yellow eye, but if we were on the back side of it, I guarantee you the back side of it, just like this one, would look like this. And it's just barely lime colored in there.
So are you going to let me try again then?
Yeah, we're going to show.
Now that you gave me that.
Don't look at that row, because that's going to be deceiving. And,
oh, because the sun.
Yeah, like, well, here. There you go. Take a look at
this one here.
Yeah. Does that look a little bit more like that first one we did?
Yeah, it does. So these eyes all the way up to the top are the main indicator and the swelling.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So this one, you snap it.
Good job.
And you pop it.
He's a harvester.
Excellent. I'm stoked
and,
to
every
go.
once in a while you get some, this is called dry cracking. And that happens very often in your May, June crop because pineapple is fed through its leaves, and in the winter we get big rainstorms in Hawaii. You never know it today, but we do. That's how it's so green, and the pineapple grows so fast. It's very noticeable in things like cucumbers and tomatoes, where they'll split if they get too much water. Pineapples split too.
Cool.
Doesn't usually create a problem. That's called a dry crack. It ripens it faster right there, but by the time you shave the skin off, really you don't lose
Awesome.
more than a teaspoon or two of fruit. And,
Wow.
so there you go.
Thank you, Jude, for the
He's
tour
a harvester. So
I'm
we're gonna.
stuck.
What we want to show you though. If you shut it off for a second, we're going to show you a flowering pineapple because
Okay.
they're so gorgeous. Okay?
See the
Yeah.
slips? The
And how about this one?
The
Kathy?
slips grow out of the
sucker.
peduncle. See,
That's why she does what she
peduncle is
does,
the
huh?
stem.
Yes.
And so we have.
That's why he
we have
takes
a
his shirt
slip,
off and he just looks good.
And then we also use this
That's
for
hot.
planting material. And we
I
also
got a good wrap,
use
too.
You do.
There are suckers. You can see the sucker initiating right here. So especially during this time of year, you get a lot of sucker growth, and you get a
Look
lot
at the size of this one, Zach.
Those are the same type of
That's
pineapple?
months away from being
It's
ripe. So that thing's going to weigh about 9 pounds
so
when it's
that's
done.
that's how we regenerate everything.
How many regenerate? I like
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, you can either you can use the tops, you can use the slips, and you can use the suckers.
Panda, get
Yeah.
out of there.
Nice.
Okay, we're going to go get a flower.
And so, how old are these pineapples?
These pineapples are probably 2.5 months.
And how long does it take to grow a pineapple?
It takes 6 months.
Wow. That's one of the long.
Oh, these are actually no. I'm sorry. These are probably 3 and 4 months along. See, they're all a week apart. So
Each row.
each row is a week apart.
So here you can see what's called the, come on honey, red heart stage, for all the obvious reasons. And
How pretty.
Well, that's a
that
little
is.
past red heart. Here,
Not much takes 6 months. Not many fruits take 6 months.
no,
to
they
grow.
take from induction to plant it to flower initiation to harvest. It's almost exactly 6 months, almost to the day.
look at this one, Zach. There's beauty.
Yeah, that's a pineapple.
Oh my God.
Get a close up of that, Zach.
That
Because
is
people
gorgeous.
need to see that. That's education. That's an education for me because I've never seen nothing but the little dull
Right.
pineapples in
Right,
the store until I came here.
Fibonacci numbers in action right there. Little bees trying to pollinate for me.
And see, we have
See right there?
probably a couple hundred beehives up here too.
Oh, nice.
Is it just the mangoes and the pineapples then?
We have mangoes, pineapples, rambutan, and longan.
Long good, cool. And anything in the greenhouses? Herbs?
The greenhouse. No, see, I was just telling Taffy that this is part of the green energy project. These are like a hybrid eucalyptus that they're growing for biomass that they burn. They've just built a power plant down by Nuisance Gap. That's on the way to Poipu.
White mangoes, right, honey?
I don't know, Jude. There might be.
What do they look like when they're...
They start to turn yellow and red.
Oh, really?
This is a Raposa mango.
Yeah,
Just cut, no, don't pick them.
not quite.
Yeah.
But it's getting there.
Yeah. It's too shameful to pick them early.
Yeah.
They're pretty much when they're ready, they'll just cut. If you
This is
touched
what
it that
it's
far,
starting
it's
to
popped
look
in.
like, bro. But a couple more weeks or something maybe?
No, days.
Oh, really?
Yeah, once it starts turning yellow like that.
Once these start
Is that
coming
what
off,
ready,
that's
honey?
all you eat.
I mean, we could try it. I mean, it's not gonna.
No, it's not going to be ripe, but okay, let's.
It's not gonna be ripe? You got your knife?
Oh no, it came off that easy. Nah.
No.
it's not.
I mean,
But in a
if you
couple
put-
days it will
You
be.
put that on the table.
When it gets soft, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like. I
It'll be
mean,
sweet.
tree ripened is always.
Yeah, because that just kind of popped off right in your hand. You didn't have to do any major snapping. Yeah, that's the dead indicator right there for any fruit. You know, like the pineapples. When I'm picking them, sometimes I'll pick one and I'll be kind of hesitating, like, oh, I don't know if it's ready, because they're all different, you know. And I'll just barely touch it and it'll fall right off my hand. Like, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Mother Nature told me that one was ready. And all fruits like that, you know, that's why it drops when it's perfect.
Awesome. And this is great.
They're pretty cool. There you have it, Pineapple
Well,
Farm.
thank you,
Yeah,
Jude.
my pleasure. And I hope to have you back. The house comes with pineapple.
Oh, really?
Just one, but you can order more.
Well, we'd be
But
definitely
we
ordering
decorate
more.
the house in pineapple and other bromeliads because pineapple's a bromeliad.
You got them.
And,
All right, well, thank you everybody for watching this video. And don't forget to subscribe to these videos on YouTube and go to my Facebook fan page, Dan the Life Regenerator, and give that a thumbs up. And if you want more educational materials on how to use these fruits, vegetables, and herbs to heal yourself and to feed yourself and to feed your family, then you can go to regenerateyourlife.org and check out all my educational materials. Thank you very much. Peace.